and welcome to this continuation of last week's video where I knit the whole knitter's tote in 1 week. Today I really want to use up the scraps that I've got for the bag in the pocket option that is also in the pattern. So just a reminder from last week, here the bag is. It's absolutely huge and the straps are even longer than I could imagine. It goes all the way down to my knees and even longer when wearing it at the moment. But I am super excited for it to be done. But I really want to also try and use up all of the scraps that it produced. So I'm thinking that today we are gonna do the bag option, no, the pocket option for this felted bag, and then also weave in the ends, and then we can hopefully felt it tonight. We are also going for some summer fun dinner at my boyfriend's grandparents' house today, which I'm super excited about. It's been a long time since I've seen them. So that's the plan for today. And then whilst this is felting, I have bought a lot of new projects and I really want to cast on a new project whilst that is in the washing machine. And I don't know if you can see, this is a bunch of new projects that I've bought. I don't know if that's super loud. Super loud. But I have bought a whole bunch of tops Daisy to try out for a sweater for my boyfriend, more specifically the Otto sweater, which I'm super excited about. He has chosen the colors 35, which I think is just dark brown, and 1, which I think is just like the neutral natural color. So super excited about that. I bought a lot of those. Then I've also bought more of this drop Stacy in the dark brown color to fit with some dark brown mohair that I've got to figure out a project with. I am leaning towards a cardigan. I don't actually remember the name, but a cardigan from Gregoria Fibers. I think I'll put up a picture of everything that I'm talking about. So this cardigan in brown I think would be perfect. So I've also bought a ton of this dark brown Daisy, and then I have bought for maybe like a suit, the Monday suit from Petite Knit. I have bought some of the Drops Baby Merino in this variegated green, white and blue color, which I just adore. I really think it's so fun. And this is the color 102. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful color. Super excited to knit this up. I just really love these different colored yarns. I love working with them. I feel like that brings me a lot of joy. And but what's kind of funny about it is that I really love working with it, but when thinking about projects to do with that kind of yarn, it's always baby clothes that comes to mind. So I don't really know why that is, but that is fine since I just want to work with it as a small project. And then for the last thing I've bought, I have bought a ton of cotton merino from Drops as well in the color 38, which I think is called Wheat. Just again to try it out and try some new summer yarns, which inexpensive summer yarns. And also I love the way that this the stitches looks in cotton merino compared to just Drops Bell. I think it just lays more beautiful, more even, where I think drop spell can give like a more beachy vibe. I'm quite excited about trying this out. I've only bought 4 balls, so we have to figure out a project for that as well. It's mostly intended for like a big gauge watch. I was thinking about this, but yeah. So that is everything I've bought, mainly for the cardigan and the Otto sweater, and I'm thinking definitely to cast on the Otto sweater as the first one, because I'm super excited about that. And yeah, I think it's gonna be super great, and I'm just super excited about this yarn. This is gonna be first time working with Daisy, so yeah, I'm excited. I've heard that it's like a comparison to the double Sunday, which are just so expensive, those yarns or those skeins, so this is like a little bit under half of the price, which I think is amazing. So super excited to work with it. So that's the plan for this week. It is to finish the felted bag, finish the pocket, felt it, and then actually wear it and having it a function to affect, like having it being a functional bag, then casting on the Otto sweater, and hopefully also casting on the Monday suit, which I'm super excited about. But yeah, that's the plan. So yeah, I will just see you in the next update. I did it. Oh, the pocket is done. It's not as deep as I thought. It's very like shallow, but I think it's fine. Just to put some keys in or something. This is all the ends. So now all the stuff to do is actually just to put this in the washing machine. She says in the pattern that you should put a towel in with it, so I think I'll probably do that. And other than that, I think we just need to put this in the machine and let it felt. And yeah, that's gonna be quite exciting. I think I'll just do it on the quick cycle with 40 degrees, which is about 40 minutes, and that is also what she recommends. So yeah, let's just put this in the machine. Okay, it's in now. I haven't put any detergent in or anything because it says that you don't have to. So yeah, let's just cross our fingers. Look, it's done and it's tiny. I don't know how to show you, but it looks really good, but it's super tiny. It is Wednesday and I haven't really talked a lot this week, I think, but yeah, as you saw, I felted the bag, which was super fun. It turned out so super small, but turned out like the perfect like shoulder bag kind of, but I was just so confused when I pulled it out, since I was like imagining a weekend bag, like where you can put like stuff for going away on a weekend. But no, it's more like a bag for like going out just for the day. Honestly, it doesn't really matter. I'm super happy with it, and I took it out for its first run yesterday. The only thing I will say is that I kind of regret making the Tide, because it's super bulky on your shoulder. So my one recommendation to that pattern is don't do the Tide, even though I thought it would be like a bit of customization and that would be good and everything, but it just turns out that it's just super bulky to have on your shoulder, and I don't really enjoy that about the bag. So I was thinking that I would just sew them together and then just have like a seam, and I think that's fine. But yeah, I think I'll do that to the bag. But yeah, and then the second update I have is that I've knitted a little bit on my boyfriend's Otto sweater from Petite Knit, and I showed you when we got the yarn in this. I've knit on it yesterday. We've knit now it's knit in Tote Daisy and in this dark brown and just a neutral white color, not the crisp white, but like just the one that's called Nature, just the 1/8, no, just the 01. But yeah, here it is. Look, it's just super good. It looks super crisp, super nice. And yeah, this is the back panel. Just a square rectangle, which I think is fun, since that is a construction that I haven't tried from Petite Knit. Last time I've made a drop shoulder from her, you made that shape, that like trapeze shape. So this is a different construction which I am looking forward to. This also just makes it easier, I think, just to have no short rows in the back there, and I think it will give like a more fabric to the shoulders, which I know is a little bit of a struggle for like men's knitwear, to have like less fabric here on the shoulder. So I think maybe that is why it's not that shape, but it doesn't really matter. I'm just following the pattern and they always turn out good, so I'm just excited about it. And yeah, but I just wanted to show you how it looks, and I can also show you in the middle. I have been on the wrong side. I've been so pleasantly surprised with this yarn. Oh god, tangle in my headphones. This feels like butter. Honestly, it just feels amazing, and I'm super jealous of this of this yarn. It is also a bit more expensive than usual from Tops. We usually always knit, and I always knit in the Flora, Lima and Nepal series, because that is my favorite. It's cheap, it's still luxurious, and I think that is just where I find my happy place, with like cheap and still good quality stuff, but just spending a tiny bit more would for this merino. Oh, it just feels so soft, like no one could ever get scratched in this. But yeah, so I think that's very fun to try, and it's also my boyfriend's wish to have something a little less halo on his sweater, so I think that is a good yeah, it's a good yarn that we chose together, and I'm super excited to continue working on this. So yeah, that's just a tiny update here from this Wednesday. Tomorrow I'm going to the summer house with my family who finally got summer break, so we will have a little bit of a weekend there together, which I'm super excited about, and I'll definitely bring the Otto and maybe something else. But I always tend to think that I have more knitting time in the summer house than I do. It's usually only during like evening time where we watch a movie or something where I actually knit. So yeah, but I will just see you in the next update. Hello. I just wanted to share that I've started on a sock since I need to pick up the shoulders for this, but that's a little bit of a bigger deal, and I've also not taking my wires with me, so that's a bit annoying. So yesterday I just started on a pair of socks instead, and now we are just sitting here in the garden. You see Fido and the roses, but yeah, I think I'll just continue a little bit on the socks, and then maybe I'll try and figure out with just some holders, some wire holders instead of these wires, just to see. So Hello and hi. Yeah, hello. I am home again from the summer house. It's like at the afternoon-ish. It's about 5 o'clock in the afternoon, and I just had such a great trip with my parents and my little sister and little brother and my grandma. I honestly didn't knit a lot, but we went to so many markets and had a lot of fun there. And yeah, but I'll just show you nonetheless what I got. I also got done the knitting wise, and also I really wanted to show you a ceramic cup that I bought at one of the markets, and I'm super glad about that. I mean, I'm happy about that. I just think it's the most fun ceramic cup, and also I just love that it's handmade and everything. I just really like going to these markets, and I just think it's a lot of fun. But yeah, let's get going on showing you guys what I got. So I brought a lot of knitting at this to the summer house. I brought it in my new knit bag, my new felted bag, and I really like it. The only thing that I do recommend, as I think I've told you in the beginning of the video, is not to do the ties because it's super bulky. But other than that, I am super happy about this bag. But let me just show you here what we got up to at the summer house. Me and my grandma and my sister, all three, knitted a little bit on this pair of socks. I brought this Drops Fiesta in the sunshine color. I think it's called Sunshine, which I think is so fun. It's so summery to work on, and yeah. So my grandma did the whole of this like shaft, like just the beginning of the socks, and then she was like, I don't think she had the headspace for actually knitting the toe and the heel and stuff, so she was like, maybe you just knit the other cuff shaft. I was like, yeah, sure. So we like cast it on for the other sock, and she got this for before we had to leave, and I think that was just super fun because we were so tired. We did a lot of, we went to all these markets and played and board games and everything, so I think the headspace wasn't really to do anything else than just knitting in the round and just doing that. So I think it was a good choice with these Sunday socks, and I love the pattern, I love the socks. So yeah, but you can see that the pattern for the yarn is also super fun. It's like yellow and coral and pink, and then it's stripes like this, which I think is so fun. I love these Drops Fiesta patterns, that just to see how it comes out and stuff. I just really think it's fun. And then yeah, of course, this start on the second sock, but I'll finish that at some point. It's the socks now that I've made so many of them doesn't really take me a lot of time. I would say I can knit them pretty fast, and especially when the whole of the shaft is done on the first one, I think they will go super fast. But then I also, of course, picked up for the shoulder in the Otto blouse, the Otto sweater. So as you can see, this is the amount that I knit on this, and it's just not a lot, but that's how it goes when you're like at these trips. You always think there's more knitting time than there actually is, but this is how far I got. It's a little bit tangled, but as you can see here, this down here, this, and you can see how I picked up and made these markings with some I don't know what's called in English, just some wrong side knitting, like some garter stitch is called. Yes, garter stitch. And then moving on to the stockinette. And I am just about to do the last increase on the shoulder, and then that is done, and then I can move on to the next one. I did accidentally pick up for the right shoulder first and not the left shoulder, which you're not supposed to do, but I don't think it's that big of a deal. It's just a bit annoying about breaking yarn and stuff, but that is just something I accidentally did, yeah, since it was at the trip. So, but I am quite happy about the amount that I got done. So yeah, then I'll just show you the cup that I bought, and also this crazy pink drink, which I think is so fun. It's like, it's passion fruit and dragon fruit. Super fun. But yeah, I'll show you the cup. Here it is. So this is the ceramic cup, this handmade ceramic cup that I bought, and my sister actually found it, and I was like, this is so you. And I was like, yeah, it is. I couldn't agree more. This is totally me in a cup. So I just really, really love it. It was about I think it was 190 kroner. So I think that's a good enough deal. It's like not the most cheap but not the most expensive either. So it's like in between for like these handmade cups, ceramic cups, but big thing here in Denmark with these cups, and not these cups but like ceramic in general. So super happy about this. This is actually my first ceramic cup here in my own collection that I want to start. So yeah, just wanted to show you that I got this. Then also I think I showed you a little bit of a clip that my boyfriend's mom is getting married, and I at one of these markets also found like a wedding plate, and I just think it's so beautiful. I'll just show you right here this wedding plate, and this is one of the designers, Bjørn Winblad, which are very popular here in Denmark, and I don't know about other, probably also other countries, but here in Denmark this designer is super popular and he's made lots of things. But I just found this wedding plate, and I think that will be a beautiful wedding gift. And when I say I found it, it was actually my mom who spotted it at one of these booths, but I picked it up and I'm just excited to give them to them, even though there's a few months for the wedding, so I'll just have it here until then. But yeah, that was all this week, and it's just been such a great week and fun week, and yeah. But anyways, here on the last note, I really want to thank you all for watching, and I just hope you guys enjoyed it, and if you did, then please leave a like. I would really appreciate it. And yeah, if that's all, then I'll just see you next week. Bye.